A little off. The tape itself is a little bit bigger, only because the plastic is sticking out bigger. All right, so depending if you're using Carlisle or you're using Firestone. Opening there. If you're going to put the seam tape on the field, it's going to stick out. You're going to butt that plastic up to that angle change. All right. So what does this stick out about? About 3.5. Right, 3.5 will give you about a 1/2 inch of tape sticking out. Right, that's with the Carlisle. Okay, so that's 3.5 for Carlisle. You go to the Firestone, right? That's going to be a little different. Okay, and then also you got to watch, if you notice, the seam tape's not centered perfectly on here. All right, so maybe a little off here or there, depending on which way you're going to set the tape. All right, but now if you look at this one, you're going to set it even with that angle change here. All right, this one here, if you made it 3.5, you're probably going to be a little long. See that? So you can make it about 3, and that's going to give you that extra. Right?
I've seen some people too who just glue the flashing on and then do them almost like a seam. It might take longer that way.
Yeah.
Where you just mark the flashing once it's on.
You could do that
and
too.
then prime it. It might take longer that way.
Right? Or most people just end up doing a little trimming as you go on. If you don't want it perfect, some people make it a little longer, you know, and then try to set the seam first, you know, which is a little more difficult that way. All right, but if you just set it here, make it about 3.5, you should have, you know, perfect amounts showing as you wrap that box around. Now, if you're going to put it on the field, the seam tape, right? You want to prime the box up first. You're probably more likely not going to do more than, you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 curves or whatever. You're not just going to do the one curve. So you can prime all the bottoms. Go ahead and stick the tape as you go on, as it dries. Right? And then from there, you're going to glue your sheet. And then you're going to leave that L shape for the primer. The primer is the last thing that you want to hit. That's where it's going to dry the fastest. All right, especially in the summertime. Plus, you don't want to collect a bunch of dust on there or dirt either. All right, so if you're going to do it that way, you're going to glue the sheet first, put the primer on the sheet, and get the seam tape on there. Prime the sheet. All right, then you're going to glue the box, glue the sheet, and then the last thing you're going to prime is the flat around the box. Because you want that primer nice and fresh before you go ahead and start sticking it.